I woke up in the night to the sound of people crying inside the king's palace, but nobody was supposed to be alive in there. I grew up in a small village in West Africa. Everyone feared our king. He was rich, greedy, and never satisfied. People brought him goats, yam, palm wine, and even their children as servants, but he always wanted more. He would tax the poor until they starved, and if anyone refused, they would disappear. One day, something strange happened. The king announced he wanted a feast that would last 7 days. Every family had to give their best harvest. We brought food until our barns were empty. Even then, it wasn't enough for him. He wanted the hunters to bring him bushmeat too. I was one of the hunters chosen. We killed an antelope and brought it back. The king wasn't pleased. He shouted that we must find something bigger, something fit for a king. He sent us deep into the forest, a place we were told never to go. People said spirits live there. That night in the forest, we heard drums. Not human drums, slow, heavy beats that shook the ground. We saw a fire burning in the middle of the trees. Around it were tall figures, taller than any man, moving in a circle. Their faces looked like masks, but they weren't masks. They were alive. The king himself had followed us. He laughed and said, "These ones will serve me. Catch them." Before we could stop him, he walked straight to the fire. The tall figures opened their arms and pulled him in. He didn't scream. He didn't fight. He just walked into the flames, smiling. We ran back to the village and told everyone. Nobody believed us. But 3 days later, we heard singing from the palace. It sounded like the king's voice, mixed with crying. The doors were locked, and no guard dared to go in. On the 7th day, the palace went quiet. When they opened it, the king's chair was empty. The food we gave him had rotted, covered in flies, untouched. To this day, people still hear footsteps in that palace at night. I know what I saw in that forest. The king wanted more than any man should take. And something finally took him.